Hello friends, and welcome to Marie Green Yoga and day 14 of our journey of yoga with a peak pose for 30 days. And today we have reached a pose called Shalambasana, which is a prone pose where we are lifting up and doing work on our posterior muscles. And we'll have a little fun journeying, getting warmed up to get there. For now, take a comfortable seat and either cross or tuck your legs back, however you would like to take your seat. And we pull the shoulders up and back, ears back, and stack our shoulders and our hips above and below each other. We have our sacrum nicely elevated and raised so that our lower back is nice and free and clear. So prop yourself up how you would like to get there, with a block, with a bolster, with a blanket. And we are going to start with our 3 Ujjai breaths, which will be taking our tongue into the roof of our mouth and emptying all the air out. And then taking a comfortable inhale, 3 to 5 counts. And exhaling 3 to 5 counts. And inhaling 3 to 5 counts. And exhaling 3 to 5 counts. And inhaling one more. And exhaling as we grow taller. Exhaling all the air out and coming back to normal breathing. Staying into our center as we make our way up into tabletop and start with cat and cow to articulate into our spine. You might have your 2 blocks close by for support at any time. For now, come with shoulders and wrists stacked above and below each other. Second finger forward, knees and hips stacked. Tuck your toes under, arch the belly in and expand the back body, top of the head towards the mat. And inhale, long spine extending out through the top of the head and tip of the tailbone. Exhale, hands, knees and toes down. And inhale, long spine, articulate each and every vertebrae, shoulder blades together and down on the back. One more, arching the spine up to the sky, finding space for us back body. And inhale, long spine. And exhaling, coming back to neutral spine. Pull the belly button in and take downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, pedaling your right heel and your left heel a couple of times. Right heel, left heel, checking in with ankles, bottom of the feet, back of the calves, knees, hamstrings, lower backs. Lift your upper arm bones and we'll take 3 breaths here in downward facing dog. Extending away. As we're rooting and grounding down, we're also extending away and up and feeling length. One more breath here. And exhale. Walking our feet over to our hands. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold feet hip widths apart. Take your hands to your hips, elbows to sky, root your feet, and come to standing. Release the hands to the sides, hands behind. Roll the shoulders up and back. Take the ears back. Interlace your fingers. You can leave your hands on your sacrum, or you can lift your arms up to the sky as we are coming and folding forward. First, we make sure we take our shoulders up and away from the ears. We have the sacrum higher than the lower back, and hips and ankles are stacked above and below each other by keeping our knees slightly bent. Arms to sky. If that's easy, then you can take the heel of the hands together. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Create space from shoulder to shoulder. Broaden collarbone area. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Hands down to the sacrum and hands to the mat. And from here, step back to downward facing dog. Come to plank pose. Lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low cobra. Length from tip of tailbone to the collarbones. Exhale, release back down. Push back, child's pose. And from here, make your way back to downward facing dog. Just a down dog, flow, child's pose. Exhale. One breath, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look between the hands. Take a step over to your hands. Inhale, long spine, feet slightly apart. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, root your feet. Come to standing and release the hands to the side. This time around, we'll take a different clasp. We take our non-dominant clasp behind our sacrum, bend into our knees, roll the shoulders up and back, hinge and fold. There's a slight bend into our knees, top of the head towards the mat. Hands can stay on the sacrum. We're focusing on lifting the shoulders up and back. And perhaps there is an opening for arms extending over the head, over towards the sky, towards the horizon. Any version where you are having your shoulder, chest stretch. There's a nice smile from shoulder to shoulder. Collarbones, heel of the hand is together. And then from there, exhale, release hands to sacrum and hands all the way down. Step back, down dog, please. Spread your fingers. From down dog, come over to plank pose, lower all the way down, and inhale, cobra, untuck your toes, and exhale, take it all the way back down, push back, child's pose, one breath, and from child's pose, we make our way over to downward facing dog, and extend out through heels, four corners of our feet, four corners of our palms, lift the upper arm bones. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look between the hands, step to hands, inhale, long spine, and exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana, top of the head towards the mat, hands to hips, elbows to sky, root your feet and come to standing, and release your hands, pull the ears back, hands to heart. We're moving on with some low lunges. Exhale, release hands to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, and exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Step your left foot back and come down with your left knee to the mat. You can bring a block in. You can take your hands on each side of your right foot and the back toes are tucked for now. We can come a little bit more forward and lift the back knee off of the mat. Fingers, palms extend out through the top of the head and get a nice full clear back of the leg, front of the leg, full stretch, extending from tip of tailbone to the top of the head. One more breath here, and then we'll take the back knee back down to the mat, left hand out to the side, half on the mat, half off. Take your right arm up to the sky. Right hand, left foot. Press your hand and your foot into each other. Quad stretch. Lift your body up towards the sky. Big wide crescent turn and twist. And exhale, release. Hands on each side. Tuck the back toes. Step forward. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. And take your back knee down to the mat. And blocks or hands, make yourself nice and supported. Inhale and exhale right here. And then from this place, you can lift your back knee off of the mat and extend out through the back heel, fingertips, blocks, hands. You choose what works for your arms, shoulders, spine. Pull your left hip back, your right hip evens out with the left. We stretch the front of the right quad and the back and the adductors. From tip of tailbone to the top of the head, we extend and free and clear up the pathway for our right leg and hip junction. And exhale, right leg down to the mat, and take your right hand half on and half on your mat. Lift your left arm up to the sky, shoulder blades together on the back. You can stay here or take your left hand for your right foot. Press your hand and your foot into each other, shoulder blades together onto the back. Big full quad stretch. And from here, exhale, release. Hands back down each side of your foot. Lift your back leg, step forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale and exhale. And take your hands to hips, elbows to sky, root your feet, and come to standing and release your hands. Let's bend the knees, hands to heart, and step your feet wide apart, please. Arms to the side. And we'll lift all the way up here. And from here, take our hands to the hips. Turn over towards the right side and come to pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana, with either hands on hips or find your hands around your elbows, or maybe find your hands into a reverse namaste. Pull your shoulders up and back, ears back, right hip back, left hip forward, and then we hinge and fold forward here. Exhale and inhale. Top of the head towards the front foot. Pull the shoulder blades up and away from the ears. Inhaling and exhaling. And we give ourselves another few breaths right here. And slowly come all the way back up, pressing your feet. And come to tall standing. Release your hands and take them to the side, arms to the side. And then we'll come over to your second side, hands onto hips, shoulders to the back. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward, belly button in, hands either onto your elbows or hands reverse. Namaste. Shoulders back, ears back. Press your four corners of the feet down, long toes, and exhale, hinge and fold. Top of the head towards the mat. Left hip back, right hip forward, shoulders away from ears. A few more breaths right here. And gently make your way back up to standing, releasing our hands, arms to the side, and broaden your feet so that you have a nice wingspan from ankles and also our wrists. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, slightly pigeon-toed with the feet. Exhale, hinge and fold, feet wide apart. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hips back, shoulder blades to the back, top of the head towards the mat. Long spine. Free up the back body, free up our hamstring layers. Clear the back of the legs. And root down and come back to standing. And arms to side, bend the knees and take a step over to the feet front of the mat. Big toes together, hands to heart. And exhale from here. Release the hands. Inhale, Arms to sky, big wide. Sweep all the way up towards the sky and exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, place your hands, step back, plank pose. And from plank pose, let's give ourselves a couple of shoulder shrugs with upper arm bones in and pulling back out, and upper arm bones pulled in and back out. One more. Upper arm bones in and bringing them back out. Knees to mat. And let's come all the way down onto our mat and come to shoulder stretch. So from here, take your right arm out parallel to your shoulder and kickstand your left foot behind you and stretch into your right inner shoulder. You can put your left foot behind kickstanding, or you can pull your knees in and stack them alongside your hips. Anything that works for your shoulder twist. Untying knots in shoulders, opening up collarbone area, opening up serratus scalenes. One more breath and slowly release. And we'll make our way over to the second side, taking our left arm out parallel to the shoulder and tipping ourselves over and kickstanding the right foot back. Can give a little push with the right hand or put it behind you. And we inhale and exhale right here. And leaning back. Inhale and exhale a few more breaths, making sure that we found every nook and cranny in our left shoulder area. And gently from here, come back onto your belly. And hands by shoulders, pushing back, child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press the palms, lift the upper arm bones. Press the palms and elevate away, all at the very same time. Step your feet to your hands, please. And inhale, long spine. And exhale, hinge and fold. And hands to hips, elbows to sky. Root the feet and come to standing. From here, step your left foot back. And we're going to come into a high crescent lunge. Arms forward and up. Hands behind the head. Interlace the hands, elbows to the front. And we lift up and back and up and back. And prepare the front body for lifting and lengthening. And the back body for hugging and extending at the same time. One more breath. And exhale, release. Hands to hips. Step yourself forward and back with our right foot, please. Step it all the way back to a high crescent. Arms forward and up. Hands behind the head. And bring your elbows towards the front. Shoulder blades back. And then we lift up and back. And up and back and up and back. And taking our hands up and back and extending, and left hip back, right hip forward. Big full back body extension, lifting and flexing all at the same time. And exhale, release. Hands to hips, and we'll step to the front. And then from here, hands to heart. And release. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Uttanasana. We'll take a pause in Uttanasana. Take our hands behind the head. Widen your feet and lengthen. And we'll take our sacrum higher than the lower back. So we have our hips and our ankles stacked above and below each other. Releasing the whole spine. Making our way back to downward facing dog, please. Put your feet a little wider than your normal down dog. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, and then we'll take cat-cow or spine articulation in our upper back, or really the whole back, but we're going to really make sure we get it up, the flexion and extension into the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. We'll do one more. Full release of the spine. Down dog, plank pose, lower all the way down, and we have arrived onto our belly for our cobra and shalambasana. So from here, take your hands somewhere it's comfortable, untuck your toes, lift yourself forward and up, and come to your cobra as you are holding the front side strongly in towards the spine, supporting shoulders away from ears. Stretch your legs way back and then come all the way back down. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, a nice big wave, ears back, shoulders back, and exhale, take it all the way back down. And inhale, bringing yourself all the way up, and exhale, taking it all the way back down. Excellent. From here, take your quads, your femurs, so that they are parallel from your hip socket and down, and untuck your toes and lengthen away. From here, take your hands, interlace them by your sacrum, lift your shoulders away from the floor. It's like you're holding like a pencil between your shoulder blades, and then we're going to lift up from there. We have the toes down for now, and then we stretch the arms behind us if it's available, and then maybe we lift our legs up, we pull the ears back, we spread our toes, we extend the inner knees out to the inner ankles, and then exhale, take it back down, and take a pause, release your hands, and wiggle your hips side to side. And then we'll take the second side, which is simply just switching the grip of the hands for today. That's what I call the second side today. So from here, take your hands behind you, take your least dominant clasp, shoulders away from ears, pull the belly button in, so you're scooping the tailbone and lifting up from there. And maybe stretching the arms behind you. And from there, lifting the feet up as close to the midline as is comfortable. And we're lifting the arms and we're lifting the legs, pulling the chin in. And one more breath, and then exhale. Bring it all the way back down. And take our hands by the shoulders, moving hips side to side. Come up to tabletop, tuck the toes. And from here, take a little pause. And then sit down into child's pose. You have your knees together, knees apart, you can choose. And we'll extend all the way back. It's a big back bend. It's a big flexion for our sacrum and lower back. So we'll take it nice and easy and come down into a counter pose, into our child's pose with legs, feet all the way together. And we inhale and exhale right here. And give ourselves a few breaths. And then we make our way back up to tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift the upper arm bones. Sink your heels down, stretch each and every vertebrae. Take the gaze up to the nose, up to the belly button. Walk your feet over to the hands. And feet hip widths apart. Ragdoll, hands on each side of your elbows. Sway a little side to side, a little bit this way and that way. Inhaling, exhaling, and then from there, we can take a block and sit on, or we can scoot on down to our Malasana with our heels slightly turned in and our toes slightly turned out. And we are letting the sacrum release down. We are letting the lower back release from the sacral ridge to our lumbar spine. Hands can be at the heart, and we can have our knees towards the shoulders. We can slightly press the knees into the shoulders. And we give ourselves a few breaths right here. Letting our head relax into the hands, letting the lower back relax, letting each and every vertebrae, like a nice pearl band, just kind of shine bright and like a refreshed spine column. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And slowly release into your seat. We are very close to the floor, so you can just take a seat down from there, and then hands underneath our hamstrings, knees, and we can roll down vertebrae by vertebrae and give our back, our spine, a nice massage. And then take our arms to the side, feet on each side of the mat, and let's take a windshield wiper, side to side to side. Inhale, exhale, dropping our knees. And then from here, take the knees to the chest, hugging everything in, squeezing the leg towards your toes, all the way in, calves, quads, hamstrings, glutes, belly, side body, back, shoulders, ears, arms, and then we slowly release all the way out and come to our Savasana. Press the head, adjust the shoulder blades, and now we have the sacrum evenly down, we have the shoulder blades down, lower back is lifted, rejuvenated. And we certainly stay here as long as we would like. We might stay here and do our 3 Ujjai breaths, or you might come with me for a seat and close together our practice, either laying down or seated. Making sure that your closing of your class works for you. Emptying the breath out, and from here, taking your hands either to the belly and your heart, or taking your hands, if you're seated, into your lap, pulling the ears back, and continuing on with our Ujjai breaths to wrap our practice together and letting all the different poses fall into its right and whole place for our body. Inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. And coming back to normal breathing, sinking into a moment of quiet meditation, letting our seat and our shoulders be neatly stacked, free, clear spine, rejuvenated from our posterior work, ears back, shoulders open. And just taking a energetic bath in the nice new energies we created from our practice. And slowly bringing yourself back into your body, fully integrated. And I thank you so much for joining for this Shalambasana practice today. And tomorrow we will meet again for our Virasana practice, which will be toes, ankles, knees, and hips, and that whole region. So I look forward to seeing you then, maybe in the Pilates before, after. And I wish you a great day. I appreciate you being here. Subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and we can all do yoga together. So thank you again, and namaste. Have a wonderful day.